This is Shannon, and it's time to play. Today we're going to take a look at the new game Rick and Morty Close Encounters of the Rick Kind deck building game. It's a new deck building game by Cryptozoic. This is a standalone game, yet it's compatible with all of the other Cerberus engine deck building games by Cryptozoic. If you're familiar with DC deck building, Cartoon Network's Crossover Crisis, or any of the other Cryptozoic deck building games, they all use the Cerberus engine and they're all compatible together. So this new game can be played with any of the other Cryptozoic deck building games. It is 2 to 5 players, and due to Rick and Morty's adult content, it is recommended for ages 17 and up. The contents of this box are 207 game cards, 6 oversized Rick cards, a location deck token, and a rule book. Since this is a first printing, there is also an additional promo card inside. Let's take a look at what's in the box. We have 6 oversized Rick cards, 7 in this set because of that free promo. These cards are the main character for each player. Next we have 6 Council of Rick cards and 1 Evil Rick card. You always start with this Rick. You will continue to fight against 5 other different Rick cards, and you will end the game by defeating this evil Rick. Next we have our starting cards. First we have the Genius Wave cards, which is +1 power. You will receive 7 of these cards in your starting deck. Next we have the worthless starting cards, which are Jerry, Beth, and Summer. You will receive these 3 cards in your starting deck, totaling 10 starter cards. Next we have the Morty Waves cards. These are the equivalent to the weakness cards in the DC deck building game. You will acquire these throughout gameplay. They are worth -1 point at the end of the game. If you pair this card with a Genius Waves card, it will negate this card's VP penalty. Next we have portal guns and location cards. These will be stacked on the gameplay area. A location deck token is provided. This will prevent players from mistaking the location deck from the main deck or their own deck. Portal guns are equipment cards that are worth +2 power. They also allow you access to locations in the location deck. You may purchase as many of these in a round as you choose. Each time you play a portal gun, you may discard a card of your choosing from your hand. If you do, flip the top card of the location deck face up and place it in front of you. You get to take advantage of the card text in that location this turn. You may even choose to purchase a location card for a cost of 4. If you buy the card, it immediately goes into your discard pile like any other card you would buy. Then, when the location comes up in a future hand, you may play it as a regular ongoing card. Finally, we have the cards that comprise the main deck. There are 4 types of cards in the main deck: Morty cards, Rick cards, equipment cards, and special cards. And finally, you have this nice shiny rulebook to explain it all to you. And that's what was in the box of the Rick and Morty Close Encounters of the Rick Kind deck building game. Now it's time to play.